Um, we'll go into the settings, general, about, and you can see that right there it's on 4.2.1. Right, so it's currently jailbroken, but it's on 4.2.1. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it updated to 4.3.1 with a in iTunes, and then we are going to use Red Snow to do an untethered jailbreak on 4.3.1. What we would suggest is to get an application called Package Backup. Now, it is in Cydia, so it's for jailbroken devices only. You can't find it in the App Store. And in Cydia, it is a paid app, so unfortunately, it's not a free app, but you get so many benefits with this package. I won't go into all of them. You're welcome to go to Cydia and to read more about it. I will tell you the package is $7.99, and one of the good things about it is you can basically connect it to your Dropbox account if you have a Dropbox account. If you don't know what Dropbox is, you go to Dropbox.com, read more about that. But basically, you have the option to go into Package Backup, and it will back up your packages, sources, preferences, springboard files, and other things like that. You would just hit backup, and then you see the option down there to hit backup. It shows it's progressing and it's uploading to Dropbox, which just takes a moment, and then it says it's done. You can also view the restore, and it'll show you what it's going to restore, and then if you want it to restore, you could tap restore down here. So basically, all of your backup information is saved in the cloud. Now, you don't have to back it up to Dropbox in the cloud. You can back it up locally to the device and then back it up in iTunes. That's also an option. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do if you haven't already done so is you're going to want to make sure that you have iTunes installed on your computer. Now you want the current version, which is 10.2.1.1. If you do not have this, you're welcome to go to www.ipwnrepair.com and go to our downloads page, and you will see that there is a link to download several different softwares. If you go to iTunes, you can see that there's iTunes 10.2.1 there. You can download that. You will also get your firmware from here. If you have an iPhone 4, you'll select 4.3.1. If you have an iPhone 3GS, 4.3.1, and so on. You can also get Red Snow, which is the other tool that you'll need. It's Red Snow 0.9.6 RC9 for either Windows or for Mac. So that's the first things that you're going to want to download. Now, when you download the firmware for your iPhone, save it somewhere that's easy for you to find, either in a downloads folder or preferably to your desktop, somewhere that's easy for you to find. And then what you'll do is you'll go ahead and you'll plug in your iPhone into iTunes. And then usually you'll get a pop-up that'll come up on the screen, and it will tell you that your software is old and basically the new version is available. You have the option to hit download update or download only. I already have this downloaded, so I'm going to hit cancel. Alright, so we're going to assume that by now you have iTunes 10.2.1.1 installed on your computer. You have already downloaded 4.3.1 in iTunes to your computer. You've also saved 4.3.1 firmware somewhere on your computer, whether it's desktop or downloads folder where you can find it later. And you have also downloaded Red Snow. Again, all of it. Now, the next thing you will do is you will go ahead and you will update your device. Now, I won't bore you by going through all of this. I will assume that everyone has done this before and is well aware of how to just click the next or continue button to allow iTunes to do its thing. And once this is done, I'll come back. Alright, so in my case I do actually have AT&T. So
you'll see on the device that it will activate, and it is now activated. I will go into settings, I will go into general, go into about, and you can see it now has 4.3.1. So it is on the official firmware from Apple for my iPhone 3GS. Now, at this point, you have the option to restore from your backup that hopefully you should have done. I know I didn't mention that in the video, but I did post a note in the video that you should have done a backup. So right now you have the option to restore from backup. I personally feel it's better to first do the jailbreak, then restore from your backup, but either way is fine. So what you want to do, now that you have your device on 4.3.1, is you will go ahead and you will go to Red Snow and start the process there to do the jailbreak.
Okay, so you've downloaded Redstone. Hopefully you've saved it somewhere you can find it. In mine, I actually created a folder. Now, if you're running XP, you can just double click on the redstone.exe. If you're running Windows Vista or 7, you may have to click Run as Administrator. If that still doesn't help, you may have to go into Properties and then go under Compatibility, and then you want to change it to run this in compatibility mode for Windows XP. So that's an option. I am on Windows 7, but I've never had an issue with this, but that is because I am the administrator on this computer. Now, if you're not an admin, you may have to choose Run as Administrator, or you may have to run in compatibility mode. Okay, so go ahead and you'll launch Red Snow. You'll hit Browse, and this is where you're going to locate the IPSW file that you downloaded from our site. Go ahead and hit Open. It will process the firmware. It'll ask you, and this is very important, is this a newer 3GS or is this an older 3GS? If you're not sure, it gives you some examples of how to check. Okay, now I know that this is a newer 3GS because it's an 8 gigabyte, and 8 gigabyte came out, they're all MC models. So I know this is a newer one, so I'll hit yes. You'll see that it successfully identified your IPSW file. You can hit next. It's going to go ahead and prepare the jailbreak information, patch the kernel. Alright, and here you will want to install Cydia. So it tells you to make sure that your device is both plugged in to the USB cable, which mine is, and to make sure it's off. So go ahead and hit next. I'm going to hold down the power key, then hold down the power key and the home button, and wait till it counts down. Once that is done, you keep holding the home key, and you'll see that it's jailbreaking. Alright, so you'll see that the information is being uploaded onto the iPhone. And it says it's done.
Alright, so it's finished doing the jailbreak, and it is now rebooting. Now normally it won't take this long. This is the first time after being jailbroken, so it will take a moment. Alright, so we'll go back in the settings, general, about, and you'll see that it's on 4.3.1, and you'll see that we now have Cydia. At this point, you'll connect to Cydia and do any necessary updates, and then once that's done, you're welcome to go ahead and connect to iTunes and then restore from your backup. And you should now have an iPhone 3GS, iPhone 4, iPad device that is now on 4.3.1 and jailbroken.